In today's video, we are going to explain the movie Mirrors, released in 2008. So, let's start the video now! At the beginning of the story, we see a security guard who was trying to escape from the place where he used to work. He tried to escape from the subway, but all the doors to the building were closed. And then he gets stuck in one place, and then he runs away and enters a room. And then looking back, he sees that one by one, all lockers are being opened. On seeing this, he gets even more scared and starts trembling. Then he goes to the mirror. Looking into the mirror, he starts apologizing to it, but then the mirror starts breaking into pieces, and a piece of it falls down. Now, the security guard gets more and more scared. Then the guard inside the mirror starts slicing his neck with the same piece of mirror. As soon as he slits his neck, the real-world security guard also slits his neck in the same way and dies. After this, we see Ben Carson, who was accused of shooting a police officer in his own department. He is an alcoholic too, and he lives with his younger sister in her apartment. One day, Ben goes to the Mayflower department store and meets Mr. Lorenz because he was in a great need of a job. This department also has its own story. A few years back, it was burned in a fire, and due to which many people also lost their lives, and has been like this since then. Ben then asks him about the mirrors. Lorenzo tells that the previous security guard took good care of this building and these mirrors. Then in the next scene, we see Ben goes to his wife's house to meet his children. As soon as his wife Amy arrives, she is not at all happy to see Ben and asks him to leave the house. Well, they both were living separately, and Ben would occasionally visit his children. Both of them fought with each other, which makes Ben very angry because Ben is an aggressive person by nature. In the next scene, Ben is on night shift duty and sees a handprint on a mirror. He tries to remove that mark, but it doesn't, and then there were a lot of handprints on the mirror. In the mirror, Ben sees the back door open, but in reality, the door was closed. On the next day, he again saw many handprints on the mirror, and then suddenly, he saw that his body was burning with fire, but in reality, he was absolutely fine. Then he finds a wallet that belonged to the ex-security guard Gary, in which he finds a name written. Then suddenly, he started hearing some strange sounds, and then he saw a hand in the mirror. He realized that he can only see these images with the help of the mirror, and then he saw a burnt lady. Now Ben's son, Michael, has also started seeing the same images in the mirror. Amy ignores Michael's words. Now Ben receives a parcel whose sender is Gary, and the parcel contains newspaper cuttings related to the Mayflower store fire news. Then he asks Lorenzo about Gary, who told him that Gary had died a few days back. After this, Ben goes to the hospital and asks his wife to see Gary's body. Amy agrees after many refusals. When Ben saw Gary's dead body, its reflection got him scared. That same night, Angela stands in front of the mirror of her house. As soon as she goes to take a bath, her reflection stops in the mirror. Angela in the mirror starts staring her face, and just as she does, Angela from the real world does the same and dies. The next day, Ben sees that his sister is dead. Ben, realizing that the mirrors are the cause of his sister's death, returns to the building. He shoots the mirror, but the mirror fixes itself. Ben stops in front of him and asks, "What do you want from me?" Then the name Essiker appears written in the side of the mirror. It was the same name that was also found in Gary's wallet. Then he asks his detective friend also about this name, but he does not get any answer. Then he gets to know that if he doesn't find Essiker, the mirrors will destroy him and his family. He ran towards his wife and started telling her about everything, but she did not believe him. Ben again called his detective friend to find out about St. Matthew Hospital. Then his friend gave him all the papers of that hospital and also told him that it was a hospital for psychiatric patients. He also told him about a girl named Anna Essiker, who was supposed to die in that mass killing, and just after that, the hospital shut down and then Mayflower department store built there. Ben carefully examines all of the papers and photos and gets to know that Anna Essiker was discharged 2 days before the mass killing. On the other hand, Amy saw Michael talking to his reflection. She called him, but the reflection of Michael stays in the mirror and smiles at her. After seeing this, she got scared and called Ben. Ben immediately reaches his home and covers up all the mirrors and windows with paint and papers. Ben went towards Anna Essiker's home, but he didn't find her. He met the owner of the house, who told him about Anna and her schizophrenia. They told him that her treatment was going on in St. Matthew Hospital, where the doctors believe that locking Anna in a room full of mirrors and confronting her with those mirrors will make her healthy. They said that Anna became fine and returned home, but as soon as she returned, some unusual mirror activities started. After that, Anna was again sent to a convent where mirrors were not permitted. Then Ben went there and finally he met Anna. Ben starts telling her about whatever is happening in his life because of those mirrors and requests her to save his family. Anna told him that whatever experiments took place in St. Matthew Hospital, her demon got transferred into those mirrors. If she walks back with him, those demons will attack her again. Ben shows her a picture of his family and requests her to help him, but Anna clearly refuses. Ben pointed out a gun towards Anna and asked her to help him. Meanwhile, when Amy and her children were sleeping then, the reflection of Michael, which was captured in the mirror, opened the door. Then Amy suddenly woke and saw that Michael wasn't there. She tried to find Michael, but she couldn't. Then Amy sees that there is water everywhere in the house. The paint on the glasses were also removed. Then Amy ran towards the bathroom and suddenly, the reflection of Michael pulled Amy inside the bathtub. Michael's reflection tried to kill Amy by drowning. Meanwhile, Daisy saw her mother Amy's reflection in the mirror, but in reality, there was nothing. The reflection of Amy tries to kill Daisy with scissors. On the other hand, Amy tried hard and pulled out the drain plug and succeeded to escape from the clutches of Michael's reflection. She ran towards the room where the reflection of Amy was trying to slash Daisy's throat with scissors, but the real world's Amy saved her daughter Daisy. After that, we see that Amy was still searching for Michael. Then she found Michael, who was removing the paints from the mirror. As soon as she reached towards him, he vanished. Then Amy again searched for Michael, where she saw Michael's reflection on the floor, and the mirror world's Michael hit her with a knife. In the next scene, Ben took Anna Essiker to the basement of the Mayflower department store, where she used to be tortured during her treatment. Ben ties Anna to the chair and goes away, and then all the demons came outside one by one. Meanwhile, Amy is still searching for Michael in her house, and then she finally finds him sitting on the floor. Michael was playing with water with his own reflection, and then suddenly, the reflection of Michael snatches him into the water. Amy screamed loudly to save him. On the other hand, all the demons started coming out from the mirrors and captured Anna. As soon as this happens, all the glasses are broken one by one. Michael also came out from the water, and Amy is now trying to save him in the best possible way. Now Anna has become very scary and dangerous, and now she is trying hard to kill Ben. Ben is also trying to shoot her and save himself from her attacks, but Ben's bullet can't even touch her. And then Anna picks up Ben and starts throwing him here and there with all power. Both are having a great fight with each other, and then suddenly, Ben pulls out Anna towards the pipe, through which a type of gas started leaking, and then Ben shoots Anna with his bullet. After that, a fire blast took place and Anna started burning into the fire, but then she again attacked Ben. But the building started collapsing, and then the building gave away and different types of rubble came down on Anna as well as Ben. Anna got killed by those rubbles. Meanwhile, Ben also tried to run away from the building, but then he got stuck under the building. He tried very hard to pull himself out of those rubbles and stumbles his way out of the building. When he came out of the building, he saw that there were policemen and firemen everywhere, and when he came outside, nobody stopped him for any questions. Ben realizes that there is something wrong. Then suddenly, his eyes got stuck to the badge of Lorenzo, where his name appears in reverse, and same with the name of police on the car. Then he finally realized that he is dead now, and now he is trapped in the mirror world. As he cannot see his own reflection in the mirror, he placed his hand on it. In the next scene, we see the handprints of Ben on the mirror, and the movie ends here. That is all for today's video, guys. How do you like it? Do let us know in the comment section below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and share it with your loved ones. See you in the next video for the new movie explanation. Till then, take care.